Hello, this is Sausage Fingers and welcome back to Space Engineers. Now, I have some bad news before we start. We had a few issues with our server provider. To that end, we had to change server providers, losing everything that we'd done already. Now, the good news is, with this new server provider, I was getting like a multiplayer speed drop every 30 seconds or so. I was having to edit out the videos. It was an absolute nightmare. Like low speed, bad latency, all that kind of malarkey. Good news is, it is squared away. I have been playing this for the weekend. Unfortunately, I haven't been recording it. I've had a house full of kids and family and all that malarkey. But the good news is, I've got a base. Now I'm going to show you around it and I'll show you how I done it. Look, nice new door. Oh, tunnely goodness. Look at this. This is dug into the rock, exactly the same as it was before, so you know how I do that. Now, these bits of passage, they are called passage. Now, the only difference between this base and the other base is I've already walled it in. I said I was going to lay conveyors first and then wall in all my passage. Now, this is my little house. As you can see, my medical room's still there. My oxygen tank, no, that's my oxygen generator. There is an oxygen tank above that. I will show you a new thing that I have learned. I have made a button panel. How did I make this, you may ask? What I did, I went here, I pressed in button. And there it is, a button panel. Very, very simple to build as well. Now, as you can see, I've got lights all the way around the room now, which I had issues with before. We go to any control panel, doesn't have to be that one, I'll show you, look. We can group all those lights. So I selected all of those lights. Look, corner light, corner light, corner light, corner light. By pressing control and clicking each one. And then I put in there block group lights. Save. Then that is blocked. That is grouped. Then over on the button panel, I then go all groups. Yeah, all blocks or groups. Then I drag that group, main lights, down into there. Now that is that button activated. To that end, I will turn these lights off. Look at all the darkness. We don't like the darkness. F. Lights. Also, because they're grouped, I can pick one of those lights and change the colour or the intensity. I don't know if that's for in here or not. It'll be this one then. That changes the intensity. Because they weren't given enough light before. You can change the colour, the lights, you can have them blinking or flashing. There's a plethora of different available options for all of your optioning needs. Now, I will show you how similar this is to the other base. This is what my walls looked like before. That's all I've done, is basically boxed it in. Oh, I must box that in. Must finish off that. Now, this here is a conveyor. Now, this is a conveyor junction that comes out of the back of my storage box. And then you simply make conveyors. And then pop them in the back of where you want them. So I've attached it to my assembler, which is built onto my refiner. So now everything is connected. This is my maintenance tunnel, if you like. Now, I will shut that door. No more maintenance tunnel. Now, from my refinery, I can then, as you can see, I've been out mining a little bit as well. I can move stuff about as I so desire. Yes, like for instance, I'll move that into my thing. Yes, now it's moved into my small cargo container via the magic of cargo thingies. Yes, conveyors. That's it. There's another thing to show you in here. Again, through a little passageway. Now, this is a cryo chamber. What this enables me to do is I can get health from this, but now when I log off, I automatically log back on in here. And if I'm carrying stuff in my inventory, I get to keep it on me as well, which is really nice. Before you log off, if you use a medical facility, you have to empty your inventory every single time you log off, or you lose everything. For want of a better word, you're dying every time you log off. Now, through here, through another little passage. And I will do this build again, so you will see it. Don't look there. Don't look that way. Don't look that way. Look! These are hangar doors. And they're built in exactly the same way. You build them individually. Hang on. Let's turn some lights on. There we go. Look at that beautiful lighty goodness. Now, these are individual blocks again. I did the airtight hangar door. I don't know why. I didn't know what size that was, so I didn't use that one. But again, they're quite easy to build. There's nothing special there, component-wise. And if I didn't block them, each one would have to open individually, each square. But again, I used the block feature to block them all into one bit and put them all onto this button panel. I know it may be a simple thing to you space engineer experts, but I'm very proud of myself. This took hours of drilling. Hours! Look at it. As you can see, I've drilled up through the mountain as well to get some solar panels higher up. I have a plan for that, but I'm not telling you what it is yet. As you have already seen briefly, I have a little ship. It's an in-atmosphere ship. And the same is true with this. This is literally dug out of the rock. What I want to do is this is like my survey stroke mining vessel in the atmosphere. It's very, very basic. I'll take you quickly through how I built it. Basically, you build an undercarriage first. I have built a ship previously to this on the other server, and it simply disappeared. Right in front of my eyes. I was stood here like we are now. I'd nearly finished it, and it simply vanished. At that point, we thought, and other lads had built thousands of bricks into their ships, and their ships simply disappeared. These were experienced space engineers players as well, so it wasn't noob mistakes like I'm making. Okay, first of all, you pop down an undercarriage. From the undercarriage, you then build a frame. And then you need the bare essentials like power. You need I used a large nuclear reactor because I wanted plenty of beef. I've got a little bit of storage, again with some conveyors linking into the cockpit. So that if I come to the front of the cockpit, I can drag stuff for instance. I can drag stuff into the cockpit and then drag it into the cargo container from there. Now, it's got some uranium in it, which it runs with. You need these. These are the in-atmosphere large thrusters to get me initially off the ground. I've used 3 forwardy-backwardy ones. That seems about right for getting me moving. This thing moves actually quite well for my first build. I've only got 1 left and 1 right, which is a bit weak. And my gyro, which is inside that, a small gyroscope I built, that enables me to... I will show you. A picture paints 1,000 words. Oh, hang on, because I've turned everything off. Thrusters. Group them. I turn them all off because it saves loads of power. There. Now we're off. Let's pull her out. It is a bit tight in here. I should have made it a little bit bigger, to be honest. There we go. We're out. Now, because it's night time, I've got honking great lights on the front. There we go. As you can see, I've got 2 hours worth of power, and I've only got a little tiny bit in there. A little tiny bit of uranium. Now, let's have a little look. Check it out, my little beast. On the bottom, as you can see there, that little thing poking down is an ore detector. Now what that enables me to do is if I press H, as you can see, I've had a little survey and I've found loads of stuff. I'll take you up higher. I don't know if you can see it in the night time. Now, if you notice there's little patches on the ice, they seem to be where the stuff is, where the different ores and that are. So if I go over to this one, which I haven't mapped yet, the ships are so easy to control as well. It does take a long time to stop though. Now if I go really close to the surface, As you can see, it's starting to pick up the different stuff that's here. Silicon, ice, obviously tons of ice. Yeah, but this is a silicon ore thing. Oh, and magnesium as well. So that is how that has enabled me to get about. As you can see, my sideways thrust is a bit poo. Look, it's like driving an hovercraft. 100 meters per second is the maximum speed that's allowed on this server. I don't know if you can make that faster or not on other servers. But it's not just on the... Right. I have been about, I've looked everywhere for platinum. I've had a really good look and I cannot find it. Apparently it is bountiful. It is nay plentiful in space. So I need platinum. I can upgrade my tools with platinum. So I'm going to build a spaceship. This is my little Earth rover stroke flying ship thing. I still don't know if the wheels are fixed yet. I don't know if anyone else could let me know about that. As soon as they are fixed, I can build a drilling rover. I can actually drill with the vehicle and the vehicle will store that automatically. At the moment, I'm having to drill with hand, like you've seen me do with the rocks. So, I'm going to build a drilling ship for space. I've got the basics of building a ship, but I need one for space. Yes, I do. Right, this should be enough room for my first space... Yes, for my first space drilling vessel type thing. Now, I have absolutely no idea how to build this. I'm going to build a basic ship like this first. And then I'm going to add, I think it's ion thrusters. I think. Okay, let's place the first brick. There it goes. Now, the undercarriage or the landing gear that I've chosen dictates what I'm building. So now the PC, like the computer, the game knows that this is going to be a small ship, which is great. So anything I build now will be in relation to a small ship. Now, if I build a brick there, it will be massive. If I build a brick here, it will be titchy. Yes, it will. I'm going to build a little frame. I can't remember how long my other frame was, but I'm going to build this bigger. Slightly. I'm going to need ion thrusters and atmospheric thrusters as well. I don't know how long this is going to be yet, so I'm going to leave it like that for the time being. 6. There we go. Pop that there. A little bit of cockpit action. Now, this is where I'm not sure. Now, I think this is a sealed cockpit, and I think I can stick an air vent on there, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to pop one on anyway. Right, I'm not 100% sure what this actually does. I've been told if I put like an oxygen tank on there now, it will take oxygen from the environment and put it into my oxygen tank. But like I said, I really do not know. I just don't. Right, let's build a little platform. There. Right. Now, I can put a gyroscope there. There we go. That's the gyro. That enables this movement. Ooh, ooh. And I found one was enough on that ship anyway. This is going to be a little bit bigger. Haven't worked out how I'm going to put the drill arms on or anything like that yet. I'm going to do that last because I've never used them before. Now, I'm going to put a conveyor junction on there. But I'm going to build one there as well. They're low on resources, so yeah. Now, I can't remember how big a reactor is. I'm going to have that there. I haven't got enough reactor components, so I'm going to have to make them in a minute. What do they look like that. Silver, iron and gravel. Right, I've got a silver mine, and I know I've got gravel. Out we go. Look at that. There's my silver mine over there as well. I haven't actually mined silver yet, so this is new for me. Look how fast you get about. It's crazy good. Right, there are better ways than this to mine. I've seen people do it. They've built massive mining platforms and drill platforms and all that sort of stuff. Like we said, I'm not at the position where I can do that just yet. Most of the resources seem to come from space, the large-scale resources. You can set up a platform on an asteroid and mine the whole asteroid straight into a hopper. Gravity not being an issue then. So that is what I intend to do at some point. Yes, that will be very much fun. Now, if I had a storage bin in here, I could just pop it in the storage bin and it would work its way down to the other place. And anything else I needed from that other place, I could get from here as well. That's something I'm really going to have to do. Right, how many have I got? Yeah, we got what we need. Right, that's it. I've got a reactor. I've got a gyro. So that's fuel and steering. Or power and steering, should I say. Now, I want 2 storage tanks. Yeah, now they're connected. Right, now that I'm back here, I've seen these detector components. I want to build a detector. I only need one. Oh, that's fantastic. I did have enough. Right, okay. Right, this time I'm going to put this sideways because I want to put a junction. I think this is going to end up slightly bigger than I anticipated for a spaceship. Yeah, loads of storage. Yeah, that's right. Now a straight tube. Junction on there. I want a junction on there. We'll go straight tube to tube there. Corner. Nope, that's not it. Yeah. Yeah. It might be a mod thing, but the angles of these are quite difficult to get to actually fix. Yeah, I've turned that the wrong way. Okay, I need to strip that down. Like that. Yeah. These things are sent to try us. I'm trying to keep all of this on one side because I kind of know where I am then. Yep, some of that. Bit of corner action. Oh, that's right. And some tube. Into there. We've got the reactor, both the storages, wired up to the cockpit. Ah, I know why. It's because I'm not powered initially. Okay. So I need power in there to initially get the conveyor working. Then we can test it out. So I put that in there. Like that. Yeah. Now the green lights on my conveyor malarkey should be working. Yeah, they're green. So now if I go like this, inventory, I should be able to take, say, 0.5. Yes. It stole it back via the via conveyor. Alright, we'll put that in there. And then we should be able to put that in there. And that in there. So we're all good. Yes, it's working. We're happy. 31 days worth of power if I'm just ticking over like I am at the moment. That'll do. 31 days is enough. Obviously, I'm going to stuff a ton more uranium in it before we get off the ground. Now, we've got power. We've got storage. We've got our cargo-y, conveyor-y things. I don't know if you can even build an oxygen tank for... or an oxygen generator for a ship this size. I don't know if there's like a baby one. Small ship? There is! Oh my god. Right, that's an oxygen generator. Can I build an oxygen tank? I certainly can. Let's have a look at this. Well, that's them connected, isn't it? If I have a look... Yep, there's a big one on the bottom. So that's them two connected. So now, all I have to do is connect them. Look at that thing. I have built that to the square. I've used no blueprints or anything. Well, you can tell I've used no blueprints. Look at the state of it. Wow. I wonder. I'm going to go and get a bit of ice. Right, all the sound has stopped. I think I might be in space.